Hi everyone, and welcome to my first vlog for the Lewis U student vlogging channel. In this video I'll be explaining who I am, what my major is, and why I decided to take it here at Lewis. First things first, I study computer science. I'm a junior. I really wanted to get into computer science because things like augmented reality, virtual reality, self-driving cars are really big and they're right around the corner. And I want to be a part of that and whatever's next in line. And I decided to come to Lewis because, well, first I actually started coming here as a nursing major 4 years ago, and after 2 years I kind of found out that it wasn't for me. It kind of showed that I wasn't very good at it, and I don't know, it was really difficult, and if your heart's not into it, then it's even more difficult, and for me, it was definitely like that. After I stopped doing nursing, I just took a semester off to think about what I wanted to do with my life, and during that time I was looking at free resources for like web design and programming, and I really just kind of fell in love with creating things, and I decided to come back here because it was I don't know, felt at home here, like I belonged here, and there's a really great computer science program here as well. We've got lots of connections, small class sizes, it's really the best. I think I was like the 100th person to sign up for the computer science major. Yeah, I'm really interested in doing like software development, AI things when I graduate, and I really hope to make some waves. Alright, so as mentioned before, I studied computer science here at Lewis. And this is where all the magic happens. In this small little hallway here, a total of 4 classrooms. I think there's more offices than classrooms, but we have some really great staff here, some really sweet classes, and small class sizes, which makes it a really good and interesting major, while still being very involved on a student individual level. And overall, it's been a really great experience here, and I hope to just have more awesome experiences. That's really what we've got lined up for in the computer science department. So day by day, my schedule gets pretty busy, although I'm not taking that many classes. Right now I'm in operating systems, artificial intelligence, and object-oriented programming. And later this semester I'll be taking a night class in encryption. And although that's not that many classes, they're some pretty big name ones, and it takes up a lot of time, so but every ounce of effort I've been putting in has been really paying off. One of the things I like about the computer science department is that there's a real lack of 8 a.m. classes, which, since all coding wizards are required to stay up late, it tends to be really helpful. Okay, so right now I'm in one of the computer labs, and behind me are some framed pictures of computer-generated art, alongside the algorithms that were used to generate them. And for this short little section, I wanted to talk about artificial intelligence, which has been one of the best classes I've taken at Lewis, if not ever. Well, definitely ever. I mean, it's not like high school geometry would have taken the cake over this one. It's a really cool self-directed class. We have to do a course project, which is going to be really fun. My project is to make an AI player for, well, actually AI players for a card game called Bang, which is like an old western shoot 'em up, drink beer until you feel better kind of game. So a lot of similarities with real life. Yeah, I'm really hoping I could use this as something I can carry on beyond the scope of this class, because I think it would just be really cool to do. I think for anyone to really like their major, they have to have some sort of emotional bond to it, some kind of history, and for that, computer science has really been a big part of my life. Well, not really big, it's just been there for a long time. I started taking a web design class in 8th grade, and everything I would make would be terrible, but I thought it would be the coolest thing ever, because, well, this is like early 2000s, so web design was pretty bad anyway, and mine were on par with some of the lower end sites, you know, with all your content spilled on one page, and you have auto-playing videos and music, and just a big mess. Yeah, after that, I kind of dropped it, and in high school, I started learning some basic, really basic programming on the side, so I could do things like make a program on my friend's computer that asks him for his name and then calls him a moron, or other things that are funny when you're 14. So aside from studying here at Lewis, I'm also your friendly neighborhood library man, and I find some pretty cool stuff. I think some of my top picks lately have been a graphic novel series called Chew, which follows a detective for the FDA, and this detective has his power whenever he eats something, he gains psychological insight into it. So if he eats like a hamburger, he gets insight into a cow being slaughtered, and I don't know, it's really graphic, for him at least, and he just tends to not be really picky with what he eats. And of course his boss hates him, so he has to eat some like really gross stuff as part of his job. And this follows him and a bunch of other characters with funky food-related superpowers, and it's really funny to read. Okay, that wraps it up for this episode of my vlog. So, thanks for tuning in. Once again, my name is Drew, and this is the Lewis U Student Vlogging Channel. And this is a really hard camera to turn off.